First thing I want to do is thank our sponsors. If you guys get a chance during the conference, there's a lot of great booths outside. So please go out, check out those booths. A lot of very cool technology that I think you'll enjoy. All right, so also, as we get started, Yuan Lee, if you want to come up, make a couple remarks. Yuan has put in a lot of work for this conference, so give her a round of applause.
Thanks very much, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming today, and we're delighted to have you all at this conference. So the blockchain industry has had a fascinating year. The total crypto market cap just hit a record high as the Bitcoin price soars. And the increasing interest from institutions and individual investors have boosted the market this year. While today's $400 billion is still hard to compare with still hard to compare with Amazon or Google, even less than half of the size of Apple. But we expect to see in the near future, one day these blockchain companies would disrupt these disruptors. So what cryptocurrency and the blockchain makes me excited about is it eliminates these geographic boundary and also disrupt the entrenched leaders. You know, the Bitcoin redefined the meaning of value, and Ethereum just have changed the fundraising market. So, you know, each person could be an investor, like a venture capitalist or even a hedge fund manager. And there's no necessary for them to give up the equity or issue a commercial paper or even a secondary offerings. So I think blockchain creates a brand new world, and the technology is irreversible. And what I hope to do is to help foster the information sharing and exchanges, and also help people to understand the industry better, and so that we all could benefit from the technology trends. In fact, people in the world still fight a technology headwind or tailwind. Then, you know, in China, China's ICO ban in middle of this year just caused a storm and also swept across the industry. And before that, the country just accounts for 1/3 of the trading volume and almost half of the mining power. So recently, my friends were surprised to found that the Chinese CCTV channel started to report cryptocurrency and a Bitcoin, and he was wondering if the China already released a ban. Then I also want to figure out so what is the criteria of evaluation for different projects in Asia and in US? And also, how will these exchanges and miners do in the near future under the uncertain regulation environment? So all these questions will be answered in today's conference, and we hope you could enjoy today's event. So before closing my opening, I would like to give special thanks to all the people who helped me organize this conference, especially thanks to George Lee and the WeTrust team, also Ming King from BToken, and Yuan Xu from Maggie. So let me pass my microphone to today's MC. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Yuan. My name is Greg Bartel. I'll be the MC for the day. So if you have any questions about anything, I'll be hanging out over on the side, so come find me, ask me questions. So let's get started. Our first person up today is Jacob Chang. He's the managing partner of Collinstar Capital. So Jacob, stage is all yours.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for spending time with us today to attending this conference. First of all, please allow me a few minutes to introduce myself. Just as you can see from the screen, I came from Collinstar Capital. So Collinstar Capital actually is a Melbourne-based, which is from Australia, of course, venture capital company who is focusing on the blockchain area, especially, and also many other ecosystems which are related with the blockchain industry. So for me, myself, before I joined the Collinstar Capital, actually, I am the mining operation officer of the Blockchain Global Limited. So maybe some of you didn't know about this company. Let me just give you some more information regarding this company as well. This is a public company from Australia. Since 2015, this company starting the vast volume of the mining. So at that point of time, it would take about 1.75% of the overall hash rate from the Bitcoin mining industry. So by the 2015 to 2016 financial year of Australia, so this company generate more than 8,800 Bitcoin on that particular year. So I'm in charge of that business on that point of time. So, but at the same time, that company is struggling just to do the IPO process, while there's another company called Digital X, has through the merging requirement, which is we generally call it backdoor listing, to be listed in the SX. So because for Bitcoin, for Blockchain Global, we have so much good income in terms of the Bitcoin itself, as well as we think the mining. I mean, obviously right now, many of the companies or even many of the investors is truly believe that Bitcoin mining is a really good business in terms of return as well as many, many other things. While at that point of time, the regulator from Australia do think it's very risky to do the Bitcoin mining, and especially if you want to raise the funding from the general investors and do the Bitcoin mining, because at that point of time, even now, the Bitcoin is very volatile. So for that company, we just spent about 2 years' time to educate the Australian government to let them know what is Bitcoin and what is blockchain. So finally, for this company, we did twice for the IPO process, but we all failed. It's not just because, it just doesn't really relate with the business model or whatever. It's just because of that awareness from the governor as well as the regulator is now fully understand about Bitcoin and blockchain. So we spend tons of the time to educate the regulator and also the government, and finally we get a very good result. Is finally we make the regulator as well as the government agreed that the digital currency can be put into the accounting balance sheet into a company which is seeking for IPO listing. So we think this is a dramatic improvement, because I mean, even for now, especially like those countries like China, you can't even just consider the Bitcoin or other digital currency as your assets into your balance sheet while you're seeking for IPO or whatever this kind of other financial operations. So this is where I come from. So after I finished the serve with that company, I joined the Collinstar and become the manager partner of this company. All right. Is there something wrong with? All right, so sounds a bit of, okay. So this is the progress and also the layout of the Collinstar for what we have done so far. So Collinstar is trying to lay out the whole blockchain ecosystem, and also we have done a lot of things. Currently, we're operating one of the current famous ICO funding raising platform called Leak ICO. This is helping the ICO projects to raise the funding through this platform, so that it will be easy and transparent. Also can help to protect the general investors. So besides this, we also have a Legend Digital Agency. So this company is seeking for the SX listing in the recent month. Besides this, we also set up a particular venture capital, which is focusing on the blockchain projects investment. So that is called Blockchain Ventures. So this is a fully licensed ventures, which is regulated by Australian government, which we just focusing on the area of the blockchain-related investment. Besides this, we also do quite a number of the joint labs with the top universities. So we have been done the joint lab establishment with Shanghai Jiao Tong University, as well as the Wuhan University. From Australia part, we have done the joint lab with Monash University. From Hong Kong, we have done the joint lab with Hong Kong Polytechnic University as well. After this, actually last week, we have done the joint lab with the Purdue University. And this is going to be announced in January, like late January of next year. So because we're still thinking that the blockchain technology at the moment is still in a very early stage, and also a lot of theories, a lot of research still need to be done, rather just than those like the fundraising through the ICO and helping the project itself. Besides this, we're focusing on the fundamental thing of the blockchain infrastructure layer. So in last 2 weeks, we have announced the acquirement of BW Group, which we spend more than $100 million to acquire this group, this company. So some of you might not understand or know about this company. So, but if you've been working in the blockchain industry or the Bitcoin community, you will definitely know that M-miners or Bitmain, which is their company name. So BW currently producing the most advanced 28 nanometer Litecoin ASIC chip, as well as the most efficient Litecoin mining rig. Compare even the performance of this BW Litecoin ASIC chip and the mining rig, the performance is even better than the M-miner L3 Plus. So besides this, they also launched the world's first 14 nanometer Bitcoin ASIC chip, and now the 12 nanometer Bitcoin chip is under development. So we're going to launch that to do a better than S9 Bitcoin mining rig. So this is the Collinstar things. So now we just look back to the topic what we want to talk today. So this is the chart of the Ethereum price along with all this kind of the event. So you can see that by the 4th of September, while the China government announced that the ICO is illegal in China and totally banned for this fundraising also, which is a very important activity for this industry. So, I mean, Ethereum price dropped a lot because a lot of the ICO actually through the Ethereum smart contract. So before that, the Ethereum price rise quite a lot just because of a lot of the ICO projects raising through the Ethereum directly, and also a lot of the projects holding the Ethereum as well to help the Ethereum price just raise to a very dramatic level. But after a while, when the price, together with the Bitcoin, is dropped to a very low level, Actually, from the CCTV, which is a very important, I mean, the media from China, give a softer response regarding the ICO and as well as the blockchain industry. So this is what I've taught, that this is a China ICO ban after that. The result of the, after the announcement, it's actually caused a lot of the China-based ICO project have to refund the funding which would be raised from the ICO process, as well as that caused a lot of, all the exchanges has been shut down, which is whatever they do the ICO token trading or the Bitcoin trading or the Litecoin trading only. So then this has come to, I mean, while I was been traveling into the US for the recent weeks, a lot of people is asking me, does that mean that you'll be dormant for this industry in China at all? So here I can say that the answer is absolutely no. Because first of all, the cryptocurrency are legal protected in China, which has been very clear state. Which has been very clear state in the government's regulation. After that, the 13th, fifth year plan of China, which is a very important plan of the China government, has put the blockchain industry into a very important position, which that means that this industry is definitely will exist, even though they announced the Bitcoin trading and also the other crypto trading is being banned. Yeah. So just make a little bit noise. Can we just set it to menu? It's a little bit embarrassing, but that's okay. So let's just get into the part of which I want to talk about, which is the first page. We get back to the next page, please. We get the menu, yeah, thanks. All right, so after all this kind of the changes and also a lot of the pressures which for this industry people is facing, now for this industry, especially from the China-based team and also company and startup and entrepreneur, we can see there's already some changes has been made, which first of all is that all the exchange platforms now moving to overseas. So right now you can find like Hobby.pro, which is the overseas version of the Hobby.com. And also OKEX is the OKCoin of overseas version as well. So other than this, all the existing pre-existing China famous lots of trading platforms has moved to the overseas as well. So this is just because of the strictly regulation from the China government, as well as that the situation. Because at the point of time when the announcement has been done by the 4th of September, the whole industry and also which is the people, especially the people and also the team which is working in China, is facing a lot of pressure. So people now is very doubting whether they still be able to, they still are safe to do such industry or to do this kind of a business in China or not. So the first of all, that is just to choose that we like this industry, we want to continue with the work, so we move overseas. Try to get it. Can we go back to the last page? Yeah, just this one. Okay, so along with, besides the trading platform itself, the ASIC chip mining is a very important part of the overall blockchain industry portion in China as well. So I think most of the people who work in this industry will know Bitmain, also Miner. So they play a very important role in this industry compared to all the other players like Bitfury and also BW, which I just mentioned. So, and because of the media spending all the information and tell the investors, especially the general public people in China, that the mining is very profitable. So right now you can see a lot of investors, especially the general individual investors, is seeking for investment into the mining itself, other than just to buy the cryptocurrency. Because for them, whatever the news has been published from the CCTV is considered as true and is trustworthy. So from now, we will say there's a lot of competitors will come into this ASIC chip manufacturing and designing business in the coming years, which is also the good thing for this industry, because that we don't really want a single company just to take a big chunk of the portion for the POW algorithm, because the power of one company, if it is too strong, it will affect the overall ecosystem. So this is also the reason that Collinstar is want to acquire the BW to have that kind of the chance to compete with Miner. So, but we will see whether we can get there. But the competition, especially in the POW algorithm-based cryptocurrency, is very good, because it's good for the community, it's good for the industry, and it's good for the company itself as well. So after that, we all know that if we just to get the ASIC chip mining rig done, we need just to do the mining farm. Because right now, I mean, if you can try, we can probably try, because at home to do the mining at the moment, but because that there's more and more competitions coming into the mining industry, so because along with the price of the Bitcoin keep rising, I mean, of course, it fall down for a little bit while in the recent 2 days, but the mining farm facility is also a very important part. So the recent rumors regarding the Chinese government, the China government is going to regulate the mining farm operation as well. So I mean, for this part, actually, this industry participant is already seeking for the overseas opportunities regarding the mining farm relocation. So while the blockchain global, which I worked for since 2015, we set up more than 90% of our mining hash power at China. But now for that company, they're seeking for more than 20% of the overall hashing rate is being relocated to overseas, like Iceland and the other companies and the other country as well. So we will see in the near future, there's more and more people which is doing the mining farm or moving their location out of China. This is also very good things, because we also don't want this kind of geometric location to be too concentrated in one particular country, and also the government regulation might just to seriously damage the whole ecosystem. So this is a good thing to see. And also besides this, we can see the recent, including the Thunder and also Baidu, they also come into this industry and want to play some things together with this industry. Okay. Next page, please. So this is the things we will see. But besides this, we also see a lot of good team is going to looking into the core technology development as long as with the things which we have done for the previous page. So and also from the regulation part, the standardization of this industry is coming away. So it's coming along as well. So other than this, we saw a more and more application layer of the projects has been introduced to in this industry, along with just simply the ASIC chip design and manufacturing and mining is happening in China as well. So we will foresee, I mean, in the very near future, we will see there's more and more related industry will just adopt this new technology as well. I think this is which I can see in the very near future. Thank you.